So we wait until the 29th of this month to hear the decision of the court whether this case will be heard early than originally advertised or will have to travel the long road. But let me take you to the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, because some residents there have expressed mixed reaction towards the relocation or the renaming of the Ameri power plant. President Akufo-Addo yesterday commissioned the new Kumasi 1 thermal power plant at Angomaso in Kumasi. Respondents who spoke to Joy News are entrusting the government to deliver on the promise of ensuring reliability and sustainability of power after the commissioning of the power plant. Some also criticized government for diverting attention from critical infrastructure deficits in the region.
It's a very huge plan that is going to help we the people in Ashanti to have light. But what the energy minister said, I don't totally agree with him, because we have so many other things to attend to, especially our roads, our health sector, our agriculture sector. You see the way the Galamsey menace, all these things they have, MPP have to tackle. But what do we see? I know they are doing their best, but their best I don't think is much enough. So the minister should come again. What he said initially, I agree with him, but what he said that this is a big project, no government who has ever come to power has done this before. I don't agree with them. I learned that it was Mahama who started all this, and government too is a continuous process. So if Mahama started and the Akufo-Addo has completed, I think it's the right way. It is the right way, in the right direction.
Many few ideas. You say, I may be a plant to see that. I can't be a material once in a while. Anyway, this is Yanti Bisa be that. Oh, can you do the part? Hydrogen, you said, Domokana say, a very jumpa.
I have never seen anything like this. The Dumso situation is a problem, but let's hope this plant helps us. We will still be careful and observe the situation.
But Ghana said the Utia, so Tinim, you was back to Tiara, no Obiba, so I'm ever say, Domukan say, a bed of crayons and yellow. Until say 2 months away, and 3 months away, you won't say a giant. It's because I Domukan and a crayons and yellow.
Nene Yardini. Yendi here will have any Swaminta change. And no never boy, ma, a bano, I simple, they are mine. Plant where they say a bag and
I don't agree with the government. We need other projects to be completed, such as the Swami interchange and other road infrastructural projects. They should not deceive us with this plant.
Na the also omuye say akwan ni nyoma na omudi omunsa ka omuwie no omunye say be betumi e de aye campaign na yakoyenim 2024 yi nti misire mo mfa we mebiri eni so the also omuye no omunye na santuma ye ho ntoyen
ye ka dia NDC dikaye ba omunwi ena MPP abetu nti ero ne nka se BSC ena ade nti no no da wanye wia afi no
NDC started this, but they didn't complete it, and the president has completed it now. They should not lie to us for votes during this year. We won't let them deceive us. We can't really believe if this will solve the Dumso situation. I know Mahama brought this plan to Ghana, not Akufo-Addo. They shouldn't lie to us all over again. I know this won't help solve the situation.
Of course, power is still a major issue in the Ashanti region, indeed across the country. But we've got some reaction from the chairman of the Energy Committee in Parliament, Samuel Atachan, which noted that the newly commissioned Kumasi 1 thermal power plant in the Ashanti region will contribute to efforts in curbing the current erratic power supply While speaking to Joy News at the commission of the plant, Samuel Atachiam said the project must be promoted to ensure reliability and sustainability in the national grid in the midst of the controversies. Atachiam said it was necessary for government to rebrand the Ameri power plant. He described criticism in the rebranding activity as propaganda by the NDC.
Where are we getting to in terms of energy and power?
We should improve our thinking that, and that's what President Akufo-Addo has done, that what a previous government has done, even if it's wrong, and you assume the reins of government, you don't throw away the assets of this nation. And that Ameri was started by President Mahama. Whatever it is, we are not the owners of the plants. They are bringing the plants here to benefit the middle belt and the northern sector. And that is what we should do. And then we'll be able to save a lot of energy because of this plan, and also help all the power challenges and the outages in the middle belt and the Ashanti. It's a good project. It should be promoted. It should function full throttle, and Ghana will have the benefit.
But the question people are asking is that after the official commissioning of the K1 TPP, would we have stable electricity?
Well, whatever it is, this is what we are trying to premiere. The result is that, why not? You think it's for cosmetic purposes? No. Eventually, you see Gensa here, and Gensa is going to give a very, very cheap gas to the plants. And what is the next effect? The power will be released.
So definitely after the commissioning would have stable electricity. There will be nothing like Dumso.
Well, let me leave the engineers to do this prediction. But I can tell you that one dovetails into the other. If you have a very serious transmission of gas into this area, and then we have the VRA plants also working, one will feed into the other. The end result, there will be cheap electricity for the enclave. Now, I've said, I'll repeat it, it doesn't have party colors. Everybody in Ghana needs electricity. And therefore, when there is an undertaking to build on the power base of this nation, and people want to poo-poo it, it doesn't accord with common sense. What kind of government do you want to come and inherit? A government that will not have the use of electricity. I don't know our sense of governance. Our sense of governance is that Ghana should be the ultimate beneficiary. If it's MPP, fine. If it's NDC, that is what it should be. But when it's not coming from your government and you want to undermine it, it leaves much to be desired.
The major concern is that this is a deal you criticized when they were introducing it, but this is the same deal you are rebranding and relocating.
It doesn't accord the common sense to say that. You see, Akufo-Addo would have been the cheapest president ever to have taken all the Ameri plans and put it in the sea because it's coming from NDC. So when a man should salvage a bad situation, and I don't want to go into the economics of it and the value of the plans at the time, but I'm saying that today, President Akufo-Addo has paid regard to the Constitution that a succeeding government should continue, as far as practicable, what the other government did.
Thank you very much. And that is the chairman of the Energy and Mines Committee in Parliament, Mr. Samuel Atachia. He says that it doesn't accord with common sense if you are to say that it is a project which was started by former President John Mahama, and so President Akufo-Addo should not continue. He says that definitely he leaves it to the engineers to establish whether or not the commissioning, the official commissioning of the Kumasi one-thermal power plant would lead to stable electricity. From Awomaso, Nana Bwachi Yadom.
Well, but despite this, a group calling itself Youth for Asanteman, they've staged a demonstration in Kumasi in demand for a load shedding timetable in the midst of recent unannounced power cuts. Clad in red, the protesters prevailed on the Electricity Company of Ghana and the Energy Ministry to ensure stable power supply. The protest was staged after President Akufo-Addo officially commissioned the Kumasi one thermal power plant aimed at improving access to electricity. My colleague Nana Bwachi Adam again joined the protest and has come through with this report.
Clad in red and in loud chants, hundreds of people took to the principal streets of Kumasi to demand a load shedding timetable from the Energy Ministry and the Electricity Company of Ghana. Their major concern is that the current erratic or intermittent power cut is affecting their businesses. Some of them want the Energy Ministry and the ECG to immediately release a load shedding timetable.
All we are asking Nana Akufo-Addo is to give us power, that's all. Apart from that, there's nothing he can do for us. He should just just give us power so we can go back onto our businesses and do whatever we want to do. That's all. So what we are telling Nana Akufo-Addo, the ECG, GREDCO, and all the independent power producers, that we need power. We need power. Businesses are collapsing. We need power.
Leader of the group, Jerry James Suka, while addressing the protesters, says President Akufo-Addo has failed in the energy sector. He says the mismanagement of the sector has led to the current intermittent power cuts being experienced nationwide.
The mismanagement of electrical power has resulted in frequent and prolonged power outages, commonly referred to as doomsday. These outages disrupt economic activities, leading to reduced productivity and increased operational costs for businesses.
And doomsday no criteria first no, because here shadows na ki dey hu kwa e befa so a ye de be yadwuma. Umasi esisu ana eduma na crash a project awakoye nyina na asay. The thing the enemy say you bedum light in this time. It do wa machine ya adwuma unim say e bedum it over stop no. Say unim when you say why you so hard drive. Udum pebe crash it. It say you nyuma say it ye catch aban no. Say light na wo ye no feche. Say enim say light private me so throughout a day.
But the NDC has also been sharing some concerns. According to them, President Akufo-Addo is failing to listen to the concerns of the ordinary Ghanaian, especially traders who depend on electricity to make sales.
We are demanding that His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is paid with my sweat, who is paid with my taxes, at least have some iota of respect for the people of Ghana and especially Ashanti-man, and at least let us know when we will have light and when we will not have light. The energy minister told us that we should publish our timetable. So we are here to publish our timetable. We are here to tell them and serve notice that tomorrow we are taking the lights of Flagstaff House and we are giving those shared energy to Kejetia Market. We are taking the light of Baumia's house and we are giving it to Asawase Market. We are taking that of Napo and we are giving it to Atonsu Market. And if they can survive the 3 days without lights, then they will know and understand and appreciate the pain we are feeling, that the doomsday is collapsing our work, is collapsing our businesses.
These are traders and hundreds of people who joined the protest on the principal streets of Kumasi from Aloga to Amekom to demand a load shedding timetable. With candles lighting up the streets of Kumasi, they want the ECG to immediately release a load shedding timetable. For Joy News, my name is Nana Dankwa Kumasi.